All right. Don't think anyone will show up, but we'll go through with it anyway. See what happens. So I got more parts and stuff done for the arcade. So I will show you guys that and then let you guys see a little bit of what I'm working on here. Let me move all of this. Um, these are just parts and stuff of stuff that fell apart while I was trying to while I was moving stuff in this. Then I keep my alley going, so I had to dig through that tomorrow and try to put everything back together. Super, super fun. So let me show you what I got so far for the arcade, or at least what the plan is for the arcade. So I'm gonna do this here. Well, hold on, let me put this here. And I'll boom, power the tripod. So this is gonna be the entrance to the arcade. Um, I got an order from Bricklink. Well, actually, I think I got like four today. They shipped really fast, and I got these. I got three of these 1x4 white tiles from M&M Bricks, and I only needed the 1x4s because I was gonna just put them here on the inside here to cover up the ugly pieces there. But then I realized those are 1x3s and not 1x4s. So I was like, what am I gonna do? Because I again ordered the wrong parts. But I really like these. So the plan is that these are gonna be like caution type of things because this is supposed to be a kind of Pizza Planet type of setup for me because I'm a huge fan of Toy Story, so and Pizza Planet was super cool. Um, and I always wish Disney would do that as a restaurant, but they haven't. So, or well, they did, but it's not like what you saw in the movie. So I figured I would try to do that with this arcade. So that's what that's going to be. Added some more red and white, but then I ran across this issue before I went live on here, and that issue is that because of the way that this is designed, if I take these 1x6s off, the minifigures like this guy here, he can't fit through the little door here because of how low this is. So then I put this here, but now this is off center with this. Or well, oh no, I guess it's not really. It is by like a teeny tiny centimeter off there. So then now I have to stack this with red. Um, so it kind of sucks because it's gonna throw everything off now because of that. But anyway, that's the kind of the entrance way there, and I actually got the correct pieces now for these dome pieces, which is cool. And I'm happy about that. Able to actually get these to stay. As you'll notice, like these are locked in, like these aren't going down unless I force them to. I had clips, add the 1x2 clip pieces on here, and every time I would barely touch this, it would just fall down like that. So luckily I was able to fix this because I really wanted these dome pieces on here just because it makes it look like a rocket ship. So that's cool. Of course, I got my little. Now this is not a Lego. This is a Mega Bloks Call of Duty Ghost astronaut, but this was from New York Comic Con, I think, a couple of years ago. But someone, a fellow collector friend, actually sent me this in a goodie box, and I lost the little clip to his gun, and I figured because he was gold, I didn't really know where to put him. So he is going to be standing outside the arcade. So just because I have, bricks at the end of my name here doesn't mean that I only collect just Lego. I collect other types of brick. Um, so there's that. This is white here. These are just 1x4 bricks stacked up. And then because Eminem didn't have any 1x4s, I just bought several, several. I think I bought 60 of these 1x2 red bricks and just kind of tried to go as far as I could. And I think it looks pretty good for that. And then on the inside here is going to be, I think this might either be a kind of diner, or not a diner, but like that would be the like a cooking station or something. Like so if, you know, I would have a couple little booths in here, and that would be so that they can eat or whatever, like an arcade, or that might be the kind of prize counter type of thing for that. So I'm not really too sure what I'm gonna do with that, but I already have a little counter in there, so there is that. And then yeah, I don't really know what to do with the rest of this area here because the plan is that once this little wall here is built up on the other side, I'm gonna take 2x4s and stack them to make stairs so that I can do another level so that it's 2 levels of the arcade, so that the top level can be just the video game area or an eating area, and then the bottom part would be the arcade area. So I'm kind of caught here. So if you have any suggestions on that, let me know. But that is that is pretty much what's going on with the arcade. So yeah, it's coming along slowly but surely. We're gonna get to a point where it's all done, and then I can do some more detailing on the outside. So I actually was watching something on eBay that would have went perfectly with this arcade. And if I had gotten it, I would have bought another uh, 64 by 64 base plate. And that was, or this might be a 32 by 32, I think is what this is. Or no, this might be the 64 by 64. Anyway, what I was gonna get was it was a classic Lego Town space shuttle set, and it was the first space shuttle set that Lego ever did. And it was like 97% complete. It had the minifigures, it had the shuttle. The only thing was that all the white bricks were yellowed, but you can use hydrogen peroxide and put all those bricks in like a container, an open container, and leave it out in the sun, and it'll pretty much take the yellow out of the brick. And that was going to be my plan, and I was going to have it sitting out here just like how the rocket was sitting outside of Pizza Planet. So, but alas, that's not going to work. So, um, the price went a little bit higher than I wanted to pay for it. So I'm gonna try to come up with another plan for that. So luckily, like I mentioned, this whole city thing is going to be a long-term uh, thing that I'm going to work on as as long as the figures that I wanted are getting delayed and that the virus is still uh, causing terror, then I'm going to be working on this and investing little bits of my paycheck into this every payday. So there is that. I do need to do another order though. So Eminem, if you end up watching this, just know, be prepared because you're gonna you're gonna probably have to most likely pull another order for me. So um, yeah. But besides the arcade, I am working on another side project as I'm working on this. The side project is actually going to be a it's going to be a little bit easier to do, and that is going to do or has to do with my Lego Scooby Doo here. So as you can see, this is my Daphne, looking terrified. So Daphne is the only one that I have, not the only Scooby Doo Lego Scooby Doo figure I have, because I have almost all of them. Because I got almost all the sets when the Lego Scooby Doo stuff first came out. The first set that I bought immediately was the Mystery Machine, and I think over time I broke it down, which I don't know why I did that now that I think about it. Um, but I was able to track down another Mystery Machine in case I get a chance to go through all my Lego when this all blows over. And I'm able to go through that and look and see whether or not I have all the pieces. I was able to get another one. And so now I'll have a second Fred, a second Shaggy, and a second Scooby-Doo. However, the one figure that I never got was Velma. So for the past 2 or 3 years, I, or I guess, no, I don't even want to say that. Maybe it was that one ago. But anyway, I guess I should have jumped on that Velma before I went into my Dark Ages because she is an arm and a leg. Um, in terms of price, she's almost $50. And that's a new. That's a new. Or no, not even that. I think she goes for more money used than she does new in Brooklyn, but she goes for about 45 bucks. So I was like, I'm not feeling that. So let me try to figure out what I'm gonna do. And so I went the cheapest route possible, but it's a win-win. So I got some parts in from Brooklyn, and trying to get it to focus here. Focus. Sneak through. Focus. So as you can see, that is the Velma head. However, of course, I had to get a different hairpiece and different torso because I'm not paying $4 for a hairpiece for for Velma. As much as I love Scooby Doo and want to have the team complete, I'm not doing that for Velma. So unfortunately, yeah, she's got this hairpiece, which isn't horrible because I'm pretty sure her hair is actually like this in the newer, like, I know the newer iterations for hairs like this. So I figured because it was shorter and it was the dark brown that it would work. It kind of does. So, but anyway, you're probably wondering why she has this torso and why she has orange hands and orange legs. Well, the plan is that because I have the mystery machine and I'm getting Fred, Shaggy, and Scooby any day now, whenever eBay seller decides to ship the mystery machine, I am going to take the heads and hair pieces from the existing Scooby-Doo, Scooby Game Mystery figures, and I'm going to put them on different bodies, and I'm going to make space versions of the Scooby-Doo crew. So that way, Thelma here doesn't just look like she's in space gear, and the rest of them just look like they're in regular clothes. So that is kind of what I've had to resort to, and I am currently painting parts here in one of the air tanks. Kind of looks like shit. It's some terrible, terrible paint. It's terrible painting. However, um, the goal is that let me make sure the painting is dry. Gotta put this on here. So the goal is that she goal is that it actually looks good. Because that's all be in like astronaut suits, which that actually doesn't look bad. Yes, I know that's a red helmet, but that was the closest thing I could get to orange because they did an orange space astronaut, but it was in the classic series and it goes for about 30 something bucks. So all the parts are pretty rare and insanely expensive on Bricklink. So I was like, I'm not gonna really do that. So there's that. I have a pair of purple legs for Daphne. So I'll be working on her next. I'll try to find a torso, and I already have a air tank for her, which is going to be pink. I don't know if they do a purple air tank. I will have to check as I've just done back into Lego and I'm getting into the space stuff. So I'm not too sure, but I also have a blue air tank for Fred and I think the only one that I need now is a green one for Shaggy, and then I will be good to go. And then as for helmets, of course, Fred's gonna get a blue helmet. Shaggy will get a green one. Daphne will get a purple one. And then for Scooby Doo, what I'm gonna try to do is back when Lego had the license to SpongeBob, they did a set that was part of the Wonder Glove amusement park. And what they did was they put a version of Sandy in there, and she has a like dome piece for her to represent her glass bowl helmet. And so what I might try to do is I might try to find the two pieces for that, put it on Scooby Doo, and then that'll just be that because I don't really think he needs like an oxygen thing or anything like that. And I'll have a space version of the Scooby Doo game, and then I will also have a mystery machine. Hopefully, I'm still deciding whether or not I want to make it a hover mystery machine because I got the parts to do that, but I don't know. I'll have to see once I get it built, stuff like that. I'll have to see. Um, but that is going to be the goal for right now, and then of course, as I'm doing that, I'm gonna get more torsos, more legs, more uh, heads and stuff like that to start making more people for the city. So then once it gets big enough, I will be able to to put people and stuff in it. Um, Speaking of people for the city, I went into Walmart the other day and I could not believe what I came across. So if you follow me on Instagram, you already know this is. However, if you don't, I went into the Lego aisle because my plan was that I was just going to get one of those Mega Construct uh, Alien Xenomorph packs, little eggs. But then I went into the minifigure aisle and I could not believe what I saw. They had Series 20 out on the peg, or I guess out on the floor. And I was like, no way. And so I scanned them and they were 344. So I was like, okay, let me get six. And then I went back the next day and got a duplicate purposely. I purposely got a duplicate, and then I got the other figure that I wanted. So first one I got was the NASA space scientist or rocket scientist. I love this figure. I posted on Instagram when the series came out. This was going to be one of the figures I wanted, and I love it because I actually like this little rocket piece with the NASA thing on it. Because back in middle school for a science class project, we had an event called Rocket Day. And so all of the kids that took science, was all of them, uh, had to build a rocket and they had to paint it, design it, stuff like that. And then on Rocket Day, they got to launch it. And they were those small little, what is the name of it? It's FNIS. It's the ones that you find at Hobby Lobby and the hobby stores. They have little engines that you put in them. And I thought this was so cool because I have the fondest memory of when I launched mine. And I launched mine, and they had parachutes in them. So then, once they got high enough, the front of the nose of the rocket would pop off, and then a parachute would come out, and then it would just float down, and you got to keep your rocket. So my the nose came off of mine, and as it was flying down, it was on fire, and so everyone was like, "Oh my God, that rocket's on fire!" And so when they put out the fire, I had a burnt to crisp on one side. Like half of my rocket was burnt on one side, and I kept it. And I don't know what ever happened to it, but I had it for a little bit. It might have gotten thrown away. But yeah, I thought that was really cool that she comes with a little rocket. Um, and I'm thinking about getting another one of these little rocket girls and then taking this little piece there and putting in the little prize counter or as a little prize in the arcade. I think that's so cool. Um, so yeah, this minifigure holds a special memory for me of when my rocket caught on fire. Next one is the Super Sentai Ranger, which I have a few. I'm actually friends with a few people that watch Super Sentai, so they were all kind of like, "What? This is a real thing?" I was like, "Yeah." Lego actually made a Super Sentai character. Now, um, from what my friend told me, this is not based on a particular Super Sentai character. I think this is just one of those designs that's just supposed to represent the Super Sentai Ranger, and that's that. But it's still super cool, and I'm a huge fan of Super Sentai. Um, or I'm a huge fan of what I've seen so far of Super Sentai. I mean, I haven't seen every single one, but the one that I'm a fan of is the Tokusatsu Super Sentai Go Buster, which is Beast Morphers here in the US. And I actually have quite a few. I think I have three of the Rangers so far. I need to get the Yellow Ranger and then the Silver Ranger, and I'll have all the Rangers, and I got to get the robots with them. So there's that. I guess other the other one, oh no, I'm gonna have to clean that one and get off. The other one is the Bunny Girl, which I don't know why my lighting's not really working well. So there's the Bunny Girl. She's got little bunnies on there. This adorable, adorable little bunny stuffed animal. These, and I love these. I actually want to track down the Goth Girl minifigure because um, I really like the way that figure looks. And I missed out on it when it first came out, but I like how she's kind of like a Wednesday Addams inspired minifigure. So that's cool. And I actually have the little bear from the what's it, uh the N Pop minifigure from the Ninjago movie. Is her little bear. So I have that, and I needed another bunny girl for a custom, because you guys know how I am. I like doing customs. And so I picked up another one. So I'm gonna repaint the little area on the torso where it's yellow. And I'm gonna make a diva custom out of that. So then I can get a use out of diva when she's in her little see, I hate this thing on stream labs or stream yards. This damn camera doesn't want to focus. But yeah, there's her right there. So there's that. The other one I got was the quote unquote key Taurus, but this is actually not just any key Taurus. This is clearly George Michael from Wham. You cannot tell me that is not George Michael from Wham. Like, just take away the key powder. That's George Michael's hair. That's his face. And then if you flip the other side of his face here, this is his Careless Whisper face. That is his Careless Whisper face. So there is that. There's that. I think over on this. Hang on, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. What else did I got the 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, I gotta look at this little brochure thing because I know I got another figure. I just can't remember who it was. Unless I didn't, I just got 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, that's right. So these are first pulls, by the way, like the first ones that the first ones that I got. So this little dude here is the Pinata Boy. I love him. This is 2 pieces, by the way. His little poncho. He comes with a pinata stick. Got his little sombrero. He's extremely happy. And this is the little pinata he comes with, which is pretty awesome because I believe this is a new piece. So I'm happy about that. And he is happy because he is hoping that his mom or dad will give him a shot of tequila on Cinco de Mayo. So I actually think, you know what? Hold on a minute. I know why he's happy. Because someone gave him a bottle of tequila. So there you go. That is what he should have came with. He should have came with, instead of giving us the extra stick, they should have just gave us a bottle of tequila for him. So yeah, bottle of tequila right there. And oh, I knew who the other one was. The other one was the uh break dancer, the one with the boombox and stuff. But she is not. coming out just yet. And then this was the one that I was missing, which was the llama girl. Looks pretty awesome. I think she has two faces. Yes, she does. She has this face here. It's not gonna focus. Yeah, that's her face right there. And then the other side is her extremely happy, really happy. And then, of course, she has the llama thing. So I kind of like some of these little dress them minifigures when they dress them up and stuff. I know a lot of people get, gotten tired of them, but some of them I like. Um, I want to say my favorite one was the unicorn girl they did for series 13, which I tried to track down again, and she goes for quite a lot of money. And I didn't know this, but apparently they made a unicorn boy to go with her, so I will try to hunt those down. And the other one was the dinosaur guy, the guy in the reptile outfit, which I need to get that one because I used to have that one complete. I need to go back and get that one because uh that minifigure reminds me of Reptar, and I was a 90s baby. I wasn't born until 99, so I barely made it as a 90s baby. Um, but I grew up watching the 90s Nickelodeon cartoons, like Cat Dog, um, Rugrats was one, Hey Arnold was another one. But the Rugrats was always my favorite, and then when they did All Grown Up, I was down for that too, and I watched I finished the entire thing of All Grown Up. I want to say my senior year in high school. What happened was that I had gotten all of my credits, and I wasn't able to leave because my school was set up where instead of having semesters, they had quarters. So then, if you were supposed to graduate in, say, the second quarter, which was around March, then and then you got all your credits, you basically just sat and did nothing until until they threw a little celebration for the rest of the March graduates, and then you basically got to stay at home until graduation day came, and uh, I basically just watched cartoons because I had done all my work, and I had all my credits, so I just chilled and watched cartoons and did uh, the rest of my time in student council. It was really strange because I wasn't really big into academics in school, and that was one of the academics that, like, one of the very few academics they had in my school. Um, and it was really fun. So, yeah, I'm actually wearing that shirt. I'm actually wearing that shirt. So, but anyway, yeah. So that was like my three favorite uh figures that I liked in terms of the dressed up ones. Oh, I like the hot dog guy too. That one, I have that one somewhere too. I know he's complete, and I know I have him somewhere, so I don't need to track him down, but I need to track down the little unicorn couple, and hopefully I will get them. Um, And yeah, so funny thing is that for some um sorry. So one thing I thought was weird was that for some of the minifigures they'll do like gender swap is what people call them, but I don't call them that. I just call them female gamer girl or whatever it is. But they've never done a gamer girl to go with the gamer guy from Series 12. So um yeah, it just kind of sucks that they didn't do one for him. So my little gamer dude is still lonely. And he's still roaming into my little city. So hopefully a gamer girl will come around and okay. So yeah, hopefully they eventually do a gamer girl for them. So yeah, trying to think if there is anything else I need to. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can show this, but I'd rather wait until the hall. I shot the hall thing talking a little bit about it. But I'll talk about it real quick and then end this because no one came in and no one wanted to. Yeah, that's it. It's okay. Monday night, people got work and stuff. Some people still have work. So this is the Speed Champions uh, Nissan Levo GTR. And this is the 8 stud wide car. And a lot of people were saying that this is too big for the minifigures. I disagree. Um, I mean, they look at least they look pretty scaled to size. So, um, yeah, I think they look pretty good. But you have to understand that with these new 8 stud bodies, the cars are going to be bigger. So I'd rather be able to fit 2 minifigures in a seat in a car instead of being able to only sit one. And I get for some cars you're only going to be able to fit one, but I wish Lego would just go to the 8 stud wider, the 2-seater design instead of not doing that. But I'm actually wanting to do something. So I'm gonna take my sig figure, do this real quick, if this still works, because I had to modify the shit out of this last night and into this morning. Um, or early in the morning, I stayed up and was messing with this because for whatever reason, Lego's idea was that they were they wanted to do the 2-seater thing, but the problem is that you can't fit unique minifigures in there. Like for example, the beatboxer girl. She's not going to be a beatboxer for me. She is going to be the driver of this beautiful freaking GTR. But because of the way they built it, they tried to brick build the seats, and it doesn't work. And it's just trash, is what I'll say. It's just some trash ass designing. And I was able to fix that real quick. And at the same time, also able to do this. If you take this piece off here, and I put juicy, take this off, and bring this up, put this back on, there's something like the top off. You can actually look into the hood. Now there's nothing in there at the moment, but I am working on building the engine and stuff for that. So I'll most likely just put something like something really small in there because if I put I don't know one of these pieces in there, might be too big and it might not even fit. Yeah, see it's not gonna fit in there. So I'll have to mess around with that, see what I can achieve. But yeah, this car is really badass. If you haven't picked it up, highly recommend you do yourself a favor. Um, try out the 8 stud wide bodies. They're pretty good. Um, and yeah, definitely have to do that. One more thing. I was talking to Brick Ninja or Ninja with a Brick, and because he's a huge car dude like I am, and is into the speed champion stuff, and he came out of his dark ages recently too. Um, and I was looking around, and I managed to find a minifigure scale Mitsubishi Eclipse, the one that Paul Walker drove in the first Fast and Furious movie, and it was only $12. The issue is it's not Lego, but for me, I don't really care because $12 it fits a minifigure, and I wanted to see how it would scale with not only these minifigures here, like real minifigures, but also with these Speed Champions cars. And then as I was going to go check out just by that one, I also found the custom Ford Mustang that was in the Need for Speed movie, the silver one with the blue stripes, and I bought that one too. And they just shipped today. Or yet, yeah, they just shipped today. So it's probably going to be a while until those come in. But if those kick ass, I already have 2 more sitting in my cart, which is the Toyota 2000 GT, which looks very similar to the Datsun 240Z. That's what I thought it was, but it's the 2000 GT, and then I have a Ford Hot Rod sitting in there. So I think I found a honey hole for third party Lego. That's what I'm gonna call it. I know people call it bootleg knockoffs, the Hong Kong specials, but uh we're gonna see. And when I get them, and if they're actually good, I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to record a trial podcast episode and talk about it because I think it's a topic that a lot of people don't really talk about is that is knockoff Lego or is fake Lego bad or something like that. And I think it's a really interesting topic because it's a double-edged blade for some people. and I guess it's a double-edged blade in general, but it's definitely worth talking about. And yeah, I think that is what I'm gonna leave you guys off on, this little teaser, because I'm just getting 15 minutes now on this, and so I'm gonna start working on this GPR engine, and that is gonna actually might, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, might be able to. I was gonna get underglow for this, get some translucent bricks and put underglow on the bottom of it, but we'll see. Anyway, that is gonna do it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching the replay of this, and Ghost Island Bricks out. See you guys on the next stream.